Welcome to Nourse Farms. I'm Nate Nourse, Sales Director and Berry Plant Expert. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to properly plan and plant your blueberries. Planning starts with a soil test to determine your pH. We also want to create the soil as a weed-free and high organic content for your blueberries. We also want to have wood chips seasoned 3 to 6 months or older. We have our soil sulfur 90%. There's several products out there that are only 50%, so make sure you have 90% elemental sulfur. The combination of the sulfur and the wood chips feeds the microbes to lower your pH. We want to make sure that the carbon compounds that we add, and I like wood chips because they have no nitrogen, we want no nitrogen. A lot of potting soil have nitrogen, it has calcium to raise the pH. We want pure, unadulterated carbon compounds, leaves, peat moss, but wood chips sustain for the longest time. In our planting guide, we discuss preparing a 1 foot square area for your plant. This is adequate. However, I believe preparing an entire area, 3 to 4 foot wide, the entire length of your bed, with the wood chips at 25 to 50% in a depth of 6 to 8 inches is what's going to make your blueberry planting fabulous. The easiest way to incorporate the wood chips is with a shovel. The shovel's about 6 to 8 inches deep. We can dig out the soil. We can pull in the wood chips. We can stir that up. It's not a big job. We bring back the soil, put in some more wood chips. Again, we're creating a soil that is 25 to 50% carbon compounds, wood chips, and it can be any kind of wood chip, hardwood, softwood. We just don't like cedar and black walnut. We're going to broadcast our sulfur over the entire area, not just where we're planting, because your root zone will eventually get 3 or 4 feet from the center of the bed. In the planting guide, we have a chart that tells you exactly how many pounds of sulfur per square foot to add to correct the pH. Now, this isn't instantaneous. It takes 6 to 18 months. If we can do this in the fall of the year, we'll have a head start, but this process only occurs with the soil microbes during soil temperatures above 50 degrees. We talk about adding peat moss to the hole prior to planting. The peat moss needs to be pre-wet. It can't be dry or it'll dry out your plant. So we pre-wet the peat moss. We make our hole, the 1 foot, 1 shovel, maybe 2. We pour some peat moss in. And mix that, pour some more peat moss in. So we're putting in approximately a half a square foot or 50% peat moss. With the wood chips and the peat moss, we're ready to plant. Our plant comes cellar wrapped. This is a 2-year-old dormant bare root plant. And we want to be careful not to disturb the roots too much. We dig a hole and put the plant. Soil contact is really critical. We don't want it fluffy, we want it packed in. And especially around the top of the plant we want at least a ½ inch to 1 inch of soil covering the plug so it doesn't dry out. The last part, we add wood chips to dress it off. We can put 3-4 inches around the plant and the entire bed. With all the wood chips, we're going to create a weed-free zone. The plant's going to be really happy. We got water going into the soil from the wood chips, and we have our plug covered over with the soil so it doesn't dry out. A well-planted blueberry will last 30 to 40 years and deliver hundreds of pounds of blueberries.